you guys attended. We're super excited to have Pam Langen here with our affiliate, Who's Who in Luxury Real Estate. She's here to really talk about the membership and really what it has to offer, some marketing opportunities available, but definitely really exciting to have her with us. Really just to get to know the affiliate more than I think a lot of us are even aware. So Pam Langen, she is Director of Membership Services. We're super excited to have her. So I'm going to kick it over to you. Thanks for being here.
Awesome. Am I able to share my screen?
You are, yes.
Okay, great. All right, cool. Okay. So real quick, oops, sorry, not as quick as I want. I'm babysitting some 19-year-old dog right now. So if you hear some background barking, it's just him feeling anxious. So I apologize in advance for that. As Kaylee mentioned, I'm the Director of Membership Services with Who's Who in Luxury Real Estate, luxuryrealestate.com. You'll hear us referred to as both entities, and essentially it's all the same. When you hear people say Who's Who in Luxury Real Estate, they're typically speaking about the network, so our global network of members. And when they say luxuryrealestate.com, we're talking about our website, where your company profiles and all of your listings are presented on luxuryrealestate.com. I'm not a big PowerPoint presentation type of presenter, so I kind of wanted to walk you through some of the live aspects of your membership, but I also will share some things on the PowerPoint. Feel free at any time to interrupt and ask a question. It will not set me off. And if it's something that I'm going to answer later, I'll let you know. I do appreciate interaction, but I also understand what it's like to be pulled onto a 9 a.m. call. So if you just want to listen in the background, that's great too. There are a lot of layers, I should say, to a membership and to best utilize your membership with Who's Who. Some of those things will just apply uniquely to you. So I want to offer right now that during this session, we'll be talking about some high-level opportunities. If there's something that applies specifically to your profile or a listing you're working on, or even your ability to access the tools, I'm available to do one-on-ones with you at any time as well. So I would ask that you limit questions that are specifically just about a piece of your business or your profile to a conversation that we can have later, given the nature of the amount of time that we have today. So I'm going to attempt to share my screen here. Oops, the wrong thing came up as usual. Hold on one sec here. Are you seeing the presentation now?
We're seeing your folders.
Oh, you're still seeing my folders? Great. Okay. Let's see. Now?
It's there.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. Okay. I was listening in a little bit prior to everybody jumping on the call, and it sounds like there might be a large range of understanding and knowledge about your relationship with us. So just real briefly, I wanted to explain to you what Who's Who in Luxury Real Estate is. In the mid 80s, our founder, John Brian Losh, who also owns a luxury brokerage here in Seattle, Washington, wanted to come up with a way to build a referral network, preferably worldwide, with other luxury real estate brokers and agents around the world. So he came up with the concept of building this Who's Who in Luxury Real Estate network. It started out as a little book. It was a membership directory. When people signed up for membership, they were part of the book. Looked a little bit like those Encyclopedia Britannicas our parents purchased for us when we were kids. And you could, as a member of the network, go through the book and find a referral agent in different areas of the world. With the birth of the internet, luxuryrealestate.com was also born. And now we've really taken, in these 35 plus years, we've taken the network to a whole different level with the internet, with the tools that are available to us via social media and the website itself. So the three things that I think are the most, oops, I jumped backwards, I think here, apologies. The three things that I think are most important to know and remember about the who's who in luxury real estate network is that we target market your current listings, your luxury listings, which is sort of an internal joke now at this point, because we set the low threshold for luxury at 500,000 and we haven't lifted that yet. So where you all live and where we all live, 500,000 doesn't qualify for really anything, but for sure not luxury. So our members are still allowed to have that 500,000 plus threshold, but most of our members set their threshold higher. So on luxuryrealestate.com, we have all of your luxury listings that are over 500,000 on the website and available for users to go to luxuryrealestate.com and check out the homes that you represent. In the back end of the website, which we call our luxury lounge, that's what drives everything to the end user website. You all have access to the lounge. You may not know that, but you do as members. So if you don't know how to log into the lounge, you don't have your login information, just reach out to me via Kaylee after the call and we'll make sure that you have your login set up. But when you log into the back end of our site, which I will show you, you have access to information about your listings. You have access to marketing tools, listing reports that you can share with your seller, etc. So all of the information in the back end drives what we see on the website. Secondly, we offer resources and tools to support your luxury homes that you're already representing and help you grow your luxury brand. So we have opportunities for you to utilize social media. We have marketing opportunities for you to utilize to elevate your brand and to elevate your listings exposure among our network and our followers. And we'll talk about some of those things. And then finally, and my favorite part of the job, are referrals. One of the really lovely things about our network is that we don't charge anything for referrals ever. So among our network, anytime that you're looking to either grow your luxury business in a feeder market from around the world, or you have an actual buyer or seller who's looking to buy or sell around the world, you can always reach out to me directly. Hey, Pam, I have a buyer for a home in North Carolina who's a great agent there. And then I ask you a few questions to try to make the best match. And I make the introduction and then you're off and running. So we don't do those referrals on a daily basis. And I love doing that. I feel like I'm the luxury real estate matchmaker. So feel free to reach out to me at any time for those. So those are really the three big buckets of information that I want to share with you today. How we target market for you, how to access those resources and tools, both those that are included in your membership and those that are also available if you have a marketing budget or a seller that wants to spend a little bit of money as well. So I'll share those with you. And I'll also show you the ways in which you can build your referral network. Are there any questions so far? Does anybody think they're on the wrong call? Okay, moving on. Please just holler if you have a question or put it in the chat and Kaylee will holler out for me.
We all have a membership to this?
Yes, by nature of working as an associate of First Team, you're a member of luxuryrealestate.com because you have a company membership. There are a few things that you can take advantage of that can elevate your exposure on the site, but you have access to all the tools, all the referrals, all of those kind of resources. Yes.
Thank you.
So here real quickly is a full listing of my team, just to show you that you have a lot of support in the back end. I am your main point of contact for First Team. So always reach out to me first. If I need to pull in somebody from our team to assist, I'm happy to do that as well. We have a full white gloves membership services team, as well as a social media coordinator, who does our press releases and social media and things like that that are included in your membership. And then we have a great marketing assistant who can help you with things like you're on your way to a listing presentation. You want to show them their listing on luxuryrealestate.com, but you realize it says 3 bathrooms instead of 12 bathrooms. You can real quickly contact Zoe and she can make those updates for you so that when you show your client, the listing is pristine and looks great for you. So a whole team of people to reach. Post call, I'll be sending Kaylee an email with a little recap, and I will include all of the appropriate emails and phone numbers for you to reach out for various things that we will support you on. So you don't have to worry about scrambling and finding a pin right now. You will get that information after the call. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the share that I'm on right now. And I'm going to show you guys. Oops. Are you seeing the website? I'm always afraid I'm just talking to something
Yes.
weird.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, we can.
Thank you. Thank you. So those of you who have visited our website, I just really wanted, or those of you who have not, I just really wanted to quickly take you through the main features of the website so that you can see what's available to you and how it's laid out. Every week on luxuryrealestate.com, we feature 3 properties that take up, as you can see, the full landing page on luxuryrealestate.com. These are what we refer to as our jumbo featured properties of the week. They're properties that are 3 million plus, and these are purchasable. So our members will purchase this spot. Not only do you get one of these 3 main spots for the week, you're also the one of only 3 active listings included in our week in review newsletter that's emailed out to 75,000 email addresses, and you get a full social media campaign. So if you're ever looking on the website and you're like, how do I get myself in there in that spot? The way that you do it is just to reach out to me and ask me if we have a spot available and it's purchasable. This is one of the main marketing opportunities that I will recommend when people call me and say, I have this listing, I have a little bit of money to spend. The reason for that is this particular promotion does 2 things. It's there for when people come to luxuryrealestate.com. Sorry about that. And it's also pushed out to our entire database. So you get the push and pull of that information. And then it's also included in our social media. You also will get a lot of data around a promotion like this. We have listing reports, which I will show you, that will show the increase in views that the listing has received. And then you'll also receive social media report. So if you're ever wondering what those are, that's what they are. Sitting below there each week, we have 4 static properties. Those are called our standard featured properties of the week. And then every 2 weeks, we swap out our featured professionals. So we can highlight you along with your listing on a homepage at any time. But when end users go to luxuryrealestate.com, this is what they see on a weekly basis: 3 unique homes, 4 unique homes, and then every 2 weeks we swap out and have 5 unique featured professionals. And then all of the other information sits below that is accessible to you and your clients: recent press releases, all of our favorite destinations, etc. The way you find yourself on luxuryrealestate.com. If you want to locate First Team, you go to the Professionals and Members tab. Think about it this way: you are a member of luxuryrealestate.com, but from our perspective and on the website, the member is the company, the umbrella company. So Professionals and then Members. And then you can type in First Team, select First Team from the drop down, and all of the First Team offices will show up on the website. So you can share your office information. Currently, I will show you this real quickly. So professionals and associates would be you who represent First Team as a member of luxuryrealestate.com. You're an associate of our member. So you select associates. And then if you want to find First Team associates, you type in First Team and the current public profiles will show up. The kind of membership that First Team has limited public profiles that are included in the membership. All of you can also have a public profile on the site if that is of interest to you. Those are typically $495 to have a public profile on the site. As part of our call today and as a special promotion, I'm offering those for half price. So for $250, you can purchase a public profile. If that's something you're interested in, you can reach out to Kaylee or myself after the call. But just as an idea of what a public profile offers you, you have your photo on the website. You have your full bio on the website. You can link to your other resources. So you can link to your Instagram, you can link to your own website, and then all of your listings will show up on your public profile as well. So that when someone finds a listing on the site, it will be attached to your public profile. When they reach out to you, it will go directly to your email address. If you don't have a public profile, your name is still attached to your listing and any inquiries will still go to your email. It's just that somebody looking would not be able to find out information about you and your brand. The other thing that's powerful about having a public profile is that when our members go to look for referral opportunities in the referral directory, you will show up with your photo and bio and they'll be able to read a little bit of information about you while they select who to reach out. So that's just another benefit of being public on the site. Don't fear, as a member, if you don't want to have a public profile, you don't want to spend the money on that, your listings will all still show up on the site. You're still considered a full member and you'll have access to all of the marketing tools in the back end that I will show you shortly. Working our way across the top, we allow developments on the site. So if you guys are ever working with a development and you're representing some of the units within that development, we can add those for you as well. The media and events section covers press releases. You have a team at First Team that sends in press releases about company events and things like that. We immediately put those on the website, and then they're also included in our Week in Review newsletter. If you have information that just applies to you and your brand, you've had a significant sale that you want to share, you can always send in that information to our PR team. It will be included as a press release, and it will also be included in the Week in Review newsletter. As I mentioned earlier, one of the benefits of having a jumbo featured property of the week is that when that Week in Review comes out, your listing is one of 3 featured. And then our auction of the week, our relationship with Concierge Sotheby's, their auction of the week home is there, but the rest of the Week in Review newsletter is reserved for news from the network, significant sales, your branding will be there. So that's all part and included in your membership. So feel free to submit away and we will include you in all of our news that goes out to the network. Are there any questions so far?
Okay.
Oh. Yes, no?
Any questions? There's nothing in the chat. Any other questions?
How do we reach you, Pam?
My email address is PLAN, Kaylee can put it in the chat too, PLANGAN@luxuryrealestate.com. And I'll also recap that in the email afterwards.
And Pam, is the chat just came in with a question. Is it $250 for yearly, correct?
Yes. And that half price offer is valid through the end of October. So if you sign up for a public profile before the end of October, I will offer that 50% off and it's annually. Yes. Okay, so let me see what else I want to talk about. I want to show you guys the back end of the site. Now, this is where I have a feeling that many of you will say, I don't know how to log into that. What's my login? I promise you that after the call, I will share that information with you. And you will be able to log into the lounge. So one of the listings I just wanted to show you guys before I move on to more navigation of the lounge, one of those featured jumbo listings that I showed you on the website, I wanted to show you the kind of information you will see after we run a feature like that. So this listing, Serenity Point in Henderson, Nevada, ran a jumbo feature a couple weeks ago or last week. If you click on the title within any listing in the lounge, you will be able to access a listing report. If you click on that listing report, it will show you how many views the listing has received, how many people clicked through to the website at Corcoran Global Living, geographically where all the views came from. And then it will also show the spike in views over the course of time. So you can see that when she ran a feature, she had a nice spike in views. And then our syndicator with luxuryrealestate.com is called Global Luxury Search. All of our inventory from luxuryrealestate.com is populated on our member websites around the world. So not only is your listing showing up on luxuryrealestate.com, but it's also showing up on all of our partner websites. So somebody who's looking at the Italy Sotheby's website, as an example, can find your listing on that website. They can then reach out to you as a referral opportunity if a buyer comes to you from Italy.
Yeah, and Pam, in regards to that, they don't have to be the 250 member, correct? If they're listing part of First Team Real Estate in our membership, they still get that syndication, correct?
That's correct. And you still have access to this information, your listing that's on the website, all of the information around the listing. The only thing that's restricted is that they won't see your little smiling face with your information here at the bottom.
Okay. And is there I don't know, Bob was probably wondering this right away too. Is there a syndication, like something for our presentations in regards to the syndication, that you do have, whether it's through the back end or something that can help them in their presentations, on why us?
Yep,
including-
absolutely. And I will show you that now. So that was a perfectly unplanned segue. When you're in your luxury lounge, as I am in mine right now, up here, you'll see your name. It will say, welcome your name. So everything that's going to be living in the lounge that you access will apply just to your business. Unless you're set up as an admin for First Team's account, you'll just see your little view of the world. So you'll see your profile if you have one online, you'll see your listings. When you move your way across the top, the real key spot to remember is this membership tab. The membership tab is where you can find all of the marketing tools that you can print out, that you can customize for listing presentations. So in the membership tab, if you select membership documents and click on that, it will bring up this little library, this digital library of all of the resources that we have to help you in a listing presentation. We have recommendations for how to tag social media. We will tag you the same way so we can be shareable and build our viewership together. The key to LRE is a document that's provided to our members. This document is available in digital format as well as a PDF format. The document we designed was because we were finding that agents were struggling a little bit with how to explain the value of aligning themselves with an agent who is also a member of our Who's Who network. So this document is something that I recommend agents include on their email signatures. They can send it post presentation and say, hey, this is this other global network that I belong to. Check it out. What's important to us at Who's Who and LRE is that you understand that we know we aren't your core business. We know that you're members of other fantastic organizations like Christie's. We just want to be that extra bump to help you get that contract signed just over the top. Not only am I representing First Team, which has this fantastic reputation and is a leader in our area. Not only are we a member of Christie's, you recognize the name Christie's, of course, but we are also participants in Who's Who in Luxury Real Estate and can offer you this global network as well. So we just are building on what you guys have already built. So I know it's a lot of information. What I recommend that most of you do is just take a few of the things and start using them. Within the lounge, you'll be able to access our logo. You as a member, whether you're an agent or the member company, when you access the logos, you can use our logos anywhere that you'd like. You can use them on your business cards, on signage, just whatever First Team's marketing policies are. But from our perspective, you have usage of our logos anywhere you'd like. The membership documents can all be downloaded and co-branded. They speak to different aspects of the network. Most million-dollar properties as compared to other large brands, the global nature of our network, the traffic on the website. So I know that you'll get clients that are convinced that their buyer is coming from somewhere. You can show them, I'm part of this global network. We have members there that can help us with referrals on this listing. Additional to those documents, we sort of housed everything in here that we think you might need to access for information. We have our PR guide, a template to submit significant sales. Anytime you have a sale that's significant, I would recommend submitting that. We'll include it in our press. We'll include it in the Week in Review newsletter. And we also have an email that goes out once a month highlighting significant sales around the network. And when you submit those, you have a higher chance of being included in that. So feel free to brag away about your significant sales. We also have information about all of the products that are available to you to purchase. I'm also running some bunch of product specials, essentially 25% off everything. So if you have a current listing you're trying to highlight, or you want to purchase something, you can save it up, use it later while you have the discount. Post this call. I won't waste your time talking about all of that right now, but post call, I'll be sending out an email with all of those opportunities that are available to you. Just know that we have products that sort of run the gamut of digital, web-based, email marketing. Our only current print opportunity is the Wall Street Journal, but we take out an LRE page and highlight listings from around the network on that page. So the best thing that I would tell you to do is, if you have a budget, if you have an idea of what you'd like to do, just reach out and I will always help you figure out the way to get the most bang for your buck. So think of this product guide at a glance like a rack rate in a hotel. These are regular prices, but I'll always work to offer you the best prices possible. Are there any questions?
Pam, I have a question.
Sure.
How many of our local competitors are also members on this?
Corcoran Global Living is a member in Orange County. California, BHHS California is a member. I don't know how much they cross over into your territory, because I know you guys are in San Diego too, right?
Yeah.
And HK Lane is a member, as is Desert Sotheby's. And I might be forgetting someone. Rodeo Realty is in LA County. They're a member as well. And then Live Sotheby's up north in Ventura is a member as well. So you can always search for the people who are also members on luxuryrealestate.com. Just go to luxuryrealestate.com, members, and then you can type in a broad area, Orange County, Southern California, and you'll see all the members that we have, because I'm sure I'm forgetting here or there a few.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and Pam, in regards to I know you mentioned the threshold as far as price, earlier too as well on listings, not on what, purchasing, as far as marketing or advertising, but as far as the listings there, is it different in different areas? Or is it across the board the same thing? Or does brokerages choose that threshold? Like it's a, some.
Yeah, so we'll have brokerages choose it. We allow, sorry to interrupt you. We allow that 500,000 plus because we still do have areas of the world and the country where 500,000 can buy a super nice house, but members can elect where they set that threshold.
Okay.
Many have it set at 750.
Yeah.
Some have it set at $1 million, some have it set higher.
And Kaylee, we have it at 750 or more, correct?
That's correct.
Yes,
yeah.
you do. Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
So this back end of the site, just as a reminder, is what drives what our end users see on luxuryrealestate.com. So all of the listings are housed here. If you ever have a listing, I'm just going to pull up one random one because we're seeing all of the listings right now because I'm logged in as myself. But if we pull up any given listing, you click on the title. We have a new partnership with a company you may have heard of. It's Ad Phoenix. We're working with them. They're boosting individual listings across social media is essentially what they do through AI. And I might sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I really don't. It's a brand new partnership with us. What I do know is it's very reasonably priced. When you log into your lounge, you'll see this opportunity to boost this listing with all of your listings. If you're interested in doing so, you just click on the link and it's sort of a easy walkthrough. If you run into any issues with doing that, you can just reach out to me. But they're priced like $250 to boost, and the results are just astounding. We had a call with them yesterday. So I would check that out. You can also always post your listing to our Twitter feed at any time. I recommend agents do this, like if you're on your way to a meeting with your client, tweet it out really quickly. You can show them what you've been doing for them. You can tweet a unique listing every day and then one individual listing once a week. But if you do see any information on your listing that came through on the feed and looks a little wonky, you can always make those edits within your lounge by clicking on the details button. All of the fields come up, make any changes necessary. Remember to click the blue save button when you make any changes. It's very user-friendly, and you all, regardless of if you have a public profile or not, have access to your listings like this in the lounge. So things come through to us on the feed. We publish it on our website as it comes through on the feed. If you ever want to make any changes to a listing, new photos, rearrange photos, anything like that, you can do that within the lounge. Just remember that manual changes, manual edits will always override what came through on the feed. So once you make a manual change, you have to go back in and make that manual change again to keep it up to date. Within each listing, you will have that listing report that I showed you earlier. So anytime you want to access the listing report, it will be tied to that individual listing within your lounge. You have the opportunity to have residential listings, long-term rentals, and vacation rentals, which in your area I know are sometimes a great opportunity. Those are all included in your membership. Farm and ranch, and lots and land as well. We do have some price thresholds in order to promote listings. So for example, the jumbo featured properties of the week need to be 3 million plus to be a jumbo feature property of the week. So keep in mind, if we're electing all the listings 750 plus on the site, some will qualify to have some of the extra promotions, some will qualify for just social media. The best thing to do is just reach out to me and my team, and we can discuss an individual listing at any time. I see some chatty things. Anything important in there?
No, there's nothing in the chat.
Oh, okay. There, my button was showing. Also, and I keep talking about the public profile, and I promise you, I'm not pressuring you to have a public profile. I just want you to know the benefits of having one. When you have a public profile, you also have the opportunity to have your own blog on luxuryrealestate.com. So if you're running a blog somewhere else, it's very easy to copy and paste it on over to our blog. Just gives you an extra opportunity to increase your search engine optimization across the search engines. You will also have a place where you can add testimonials, and you're also able to display like previously sold listings and things like that if you want to represent what you have. I know inventory has been a challenge over the last few years, so a lot of the agents have liked to show what they have previously represented to potential clients. The other thing that you need to know about is the referral directory that's online. When you're in your lounge, just to the left of the membership tab is the directory tab. If you click on that, it brings up our online referral network. With my slow computer, the anticipation is there. I don't know why it's not opening it up. Ah, my computer's being crazy. Okay, let's see here. Well, trust me, on computers that work, when you open up this directory, it gives you the opportunity. I'm really not sure why it's thinking so hard on it. It will give you the opportunity to search for an agent by specific parameters. So you can search for a referral agent in an area, someone who has particular expertise in equestrian properties, somebody who focuses on 7 million plus listings. So you'll be able to enter search parameters and find a referral broker on your own. The only way for you to show up in this directory when people search for people in your area is you have to have at least logged into the lounge once. So I don't know if someone was, being intimidating and trying to force you all to log into the lounge when they came up with that rule. But for whatever reason, you have to, oh, there it is, finally. You have to have logged into the lounge at least once to show up. And one of the benefits of having a public profile, as I mentioned earlier, is they'll see your face on the referral directory. And I guess just like dating apps, it's better to have a picture than not to have a picture. That's what I hear anyway. Are there any questions about that? If your question is, what's my lounge login? You just email myself or email Kaylee and we will get that to you after this call.
Right. And there was a comment in the chat, just for everyone, so I can repeat that the threshold for rentals set at First Team is 5,000.
Correct. And we don't really have a threshold on vacation rentals. You can enter the vacation rentals and you can have sort of the seasonal ranges added in there. So the vacation rental sections is a little bit more broad, but at least it gives you the opportunity to say, hey, we have this rental property available, and for people to connect with you on the pricing. You can reach out for pricing on those as well, because I know they change all the time, days of the week and times of the year as well. So the things you want to remember are that the luxury lounge is the back end of the site where we house all of the resources and tools that are available to you, and where you have the opportunity to access your profile, access your listings, and make any edits necessary. All of the changes that you make within the luxury lounge are what drives what the end users see on the website. I would be a very rich woman if I had a nickel for every time somebody called me and said, Pam, I'm trying to log in and I can't log in, or my stuff isn't there and I don't see my stuff. 99.9, I'm not even exaggerating, % of the time is because you're trying to log into yourself on the website luxuryrealestate.com. To get access to your own information and make those changes, remember lounge.luxuryrealestate.com is the URL for the back end of the site. We should have named them something more different. I know that's not correct grammatical usage, so that we could keep them separate, but remember the lounge is the back end of the site. Luxuryrealestate.com is the end user site you want to share with your clients. Any marketing products that you purchase are available to you use at any time. There is no expiration date on those. So we do offer sales like we are now for you guys exclusively. We also offer sales throughout the year, sometimes 50% off. I recommend those are the time, buy a few things, save them up to use and during those time of year. You can find all of the purchasable marketing opportunities here in the luxury lounge. And we've divided them up into digital products, magazine, Wall Street Journal. We put together some campaigns that are really customized on listing price, budget, and things like that that you can check out. Those will be 25% off. We'll send you an email on all of the things you'll be able to save on after the call. All right, a couple more things I want to talk to you about. One are events. We have 3 events every year. We have an international conference in January. We have a spring retreat around April-ish, mid-April. And then we have a fall conference in a North American city typically. We just had ours in Seattle in September. We would love to have you participate in any or all of our 2023 conferences as members of Luxury Real Estate. Because First Team is a member, you all are invited to attend the conference. It's members only. There is a price above and beyond your membership to attend, but you have to be a member in order to even have the opportunity to join us. This year, our international conference is in Barcelona in January. It will be in Key Largo, Florida in April, and in Park City, Utah in the fall. So if you have any questions about events, we have early sign up through the end of October. We're always doing early discounts and asking you to spend money. I just want you to know that you can just, if I send you an opportunity and you have no interest in it, you don't even have to respond to me. You can just junk it. Just don't hide me from your emails, because then you might miss out on opportunities that you are actually interested in. So I do understand we send a lot of emails. So I would ask that you don't just unsubscribe from our list, because then you won't know anything. But if you also have general questions, you can always reach out to me and we can go over all of your opportunities. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you about is our directory. As I mentioned at the very beginning of this call, when our network first started, Brian had this little blue book that was our membership directory. For the first time in 35 plus years, we've reinvented the directory. It's going to be this year a really beautiful coffee table style book with a velvet cover, full color pages with QR codes, because we're all into technology like that now. QR codes that will, somebody looking at the book would be able to just take a snapshot, take you directly to your profile page on luxuryrealestate.com. There are several ways that you can participate in the directory as an individual agent. First Team, as a member of the network, will have their own full page as part of their membership. So it will talk about First Team being a member. All of the information on that company level will be available. If you as an agent would like to participate, we're also offering full pages in the directory. Just to give you an idea, do you see this full page? Did it open up? Somebody tell me what you're seeing.
We're seeing marketing opportunities.
Oh, okay, so it didn't work. Just a second here. Stop share. Now do you see a different screen?
We see you.
Oh my goodness, that's not what I wanted. I guess it's not allowing me to share it. You as an agent can have a full page in the directory that brands you, brands your area of expertise. So we're making additional directory pages available. If you have a team and you want to have all 6 people on the team highlighted, we have lots of opportunities to customize extra pages. The membership directory is a directory that it's going to be about 400 pages long. All of our members will receive copies of it. So it'll be really that actual hands-on physical resource for network referrals. So if you're interested in a page, I will also be sending out more information via email, so you can take a look at that after this call as well. Okay, are there any questions about anything that I covered today? Something that you wanted to learn about that I didn't mention? Some question that you came to the call that you feel like I didn't answer?
There's nothing in the chat, so let's open that up. Any questions for?
Okay, so the things that apply to you and that I'm asking of you, I'll ask for a few takeaways, is if you don't know how to log into the lounge or you don't know what your lounge login is, please reach out to Kaylee's team or myself and we will get you logged into the lounge. We'll get you a resent welcome email or a reset password. Then I'll request of you to actually log into the lounge and make sure that all of your current luxury listings are housed in your lounge. I ask that you just take a few things that I told you about today that you haven't taken advantage of yet as part of your membership and try them out. Add our logo to some of your resources. Use some of those membership documents. Talk about LRE in a listing presentation. Reach out to me at any time if you have any questions. I'll be sending out a post-call email that will be shared with all of you with my team's contact information, information about all the discounts that are being offered to you through the end of the month. If there's something you want to give a try to, including the public profiles, and it'll of course have my information, so you can reach out to me directly with any questions.
And just to add to that too, we'll make sure that's posted back to the luxury loop. So any of the discounts that Pam talked about today. So on First Place too, you'll have access to that and receive an email from First Team on anything that you're interested in. And just to, I'm swooping in at a terrible time about the lounge, but since there's no automatic user feed, it is a manual reset of the password. So if there's any interest in any of the marketing opportunities that Pam said, like she said, reach out to her or the marketing team, and we can help get access, but primarily help you purchase any of those items that you're interested in. Pull the listing report she talked about. That's certainly something we can help with for your listings and all that. So just to clarify on lounge login, it works a little differently than the backends you guys are used to with Luxury Portfolio and Christie's.
And I will even be nice and helpful if you don't buy anything. I want you guys to know that there are lots of resources that are part of your membership with First Team that I know a lot of you haven't had the opportunity to use yet. You know, using social media to, if you have a listing that needs a little bit of extra love, things like that, please reach out to those at any time. We run the gamut of things that are included in your membership with us, all the way up to let's just blow the house out to highlight a listing or yourself for you. So we're here for all of those things.
Outstanding. Good? Yeah. Any other questions for Pam or for Kaylee?
Hey, Greg.
Yes, Bob.
I have a takeaway for the group, and thank you, Pam. That was really good. Yours is the largest luxury real estate in the planet, from what I can read. Guys, Keller Williams, Compass, Coldwell Banker don't have any Orange County listings on their site in Orange County. I just checked. So there was a question earlier from Joy. The takeaway, I think, is that you have access. Your properties are on the largest luxury real estate in the world, and none of our competition, our top competitors, have their properties on there. Is that an advantage to you? Heck yes.
The other thing that's unique about our network, just when you're speaking about it, is that we're brand agnostic. So we have brands. We allow members of Christie's, as you all are. We allow people who are already part of Leading RE, as you are, to be members. We have around other areas of the country, we do have Keller Williams agents, we have boutique firms, we have Sotheby's companies. So one of the nice things about building a referral network cross brands is that you have friends in lots of unique places to share business with as well. If you ever are questioning who's allowed in that network, it's more about how your company performs than it is about who you're affiliated with. We don't just allow everyone in, just special people.
Yeah, we just had a chat come in from the emails that go out weekly. Is that to the 75,000 agents?
No, the 75,000 that I talked about, it's a curated list that they've built over the years, and it includes high net worth individuals. I think people whose income is 250,000 a year plus, wealth managers, celebrities and entertainment types. So that email goes out to people who are actually looking at luxury houses or in the position to purchase luxury houses. We also have our real estate list that includes all of our members and brokers from around the world too, for referral opportunities.
Okay, outstanding. Any other questions for Pam or Kaylee? All right. So before we break and say, thank you to Pam, we got Bob on here, and Bob, we have another Wednesday training next week. Can you talk to him about what we're going to do next week on Wednesday?
I can. Good morning, everybody. Next Wednesday, we are going to explore the luxury listing presentation and things that you should know and things that you should put into your presentation and how to use them to help you compete. The world has changed in 3 months. It's no longer how much is my house worth and what do you charge? It's like, what are you going to do for me? And it's really important to actually to have some of the information, and I have all of it that Pam said in your presentation, and how to use it and how to and how to win in a very competitive world that's going to happen. And Greg was saying this morning for y'all, I mean, it's thousands and thousands of withdrawals and canceled in Orange County. And it's happening. And you better be able to differentiate what we do versus what everybody else does. And that's what tomorrow is going to be about, or next Wednesday is going to be about.
Outstanding. Bob, definitely appreciate you. We look forward to that. I know that's a key component of what what we need, and to be able to survive in this market and to be able to win in this marketplace, along with what we just experienced today, and to know deeper about our affiliations and what we're about to, so we can eliminate competitors out there and make us better. So Pam, we really appreciate you today. Thank you for being part.
I appreciate the invitation. I'm already getting requests for login, so good job, guys.
Outstanding. Kaylee, thank you so much for helping out and helping put this on, and Lynn as well. So Pam,
Thank
again,
you.
thank
Have a
you
great
so
day,
much.
everyone.
All right. We appreciate everyone, and have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
day. Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.